Hello, you guys. I know I have not been on for like a month, um, but I don't know, life. Um, but I'm actually waiting on getting a camera because I had tried to film a video about my bearded dragon, but when it came to actually filming him, I realized how difficult it is to do that with a laptop. Um, so I kind of gave up on that until I can actually get a for real camera. But I actually thought about this really interesting story from when I was like 13. I like to tell this story to my friends because it's just so weird. But no one ever believes me, and they can not believe me all they want, but it really happened. And I mean, let me just get into the story and then you can create your own opinion about it. So I used to live in this really small town, and it was super country in the middle of nowhere. I lived like 10 minutes out of the super small town, so I mean there was farms and like cornfields and literally middle of nowhere. And there is an airport near my house, which is gonna be an important fact later. But so I was about 13, I think. And I was sitting, so here's my road, my house is on one side, and my best friend and her family lived right across the street from me. And I basically grew up at her house, and because it was right across the street. And one night, me and Kara, the older sister, we were sitting on their front porch facing my house, and it was like the sun was already set pretty much. It was pretty dark. It was probably only like 9 o'clock, maybe 10, in the summertime. And she was playing guitar next to me, and I was just sitting out there with her. And I was looking above my house, straight across, and just looking at the stars, because in the country they're really bright. And I saw this little figure like super far away in the sky. And I just kept watching it, expecting it to be an airplane because I live near an airport. And it was coming straight towards us. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I was like, Kara, what is that? And she was like, oh, it's just an airplane. And I was like, I really don't think it's an airplane. I don't see any wings. And it kept coming straight to our house. And as it got closer, you're probably not going to believe me. No one does, except for Kara, because she was there. It was literally, it looked like if you had a sphere and you cut it in half, it was the top half of the sphere, and it was quiet, and it literally went right above us and circled around above the house, and then it went down the road, like above the road. It was brushing the tree line, because we have like literally a forest around us. It was right above the tree line. It wasn't making any noise. If an aircraft is that close to you, you should be able to hear it. And I could hear nothing except for the wind, just regular wind. And it had lights on the bottom of it, like circular lights around the rim on the bottom of the whatever it was. And after it went down the road, me and Kara were screaming. We were like, it was like you're scared, but like you're also super freaked out and like intrigued by what you're seeing, because you don't see flying saucers. Like, that's just not a thing. Like, people say they see them, but like, I always just thought they were hoaxes, and no one really ever saw anything. They were just making hype about something that wasn't real to intrigue people. And but we literally saw this thing. And okay, so it went down the road, then it came back as we were in the front yard, screaming, had no idea what was going on. And then it went back over my house, like on the side, like over the trees, not over the house. And then it went down underneath the tree line, way behind my house. We did not go looking for it. We were just freaked out. And, I mean, I wasn't about to go look for it. It was the nighttime. I don't even want to say alien, because, I mean, I think it's very possible. I feel like it's impossible to not be possible, if that makes sense, that aliens are real. But if they were, to me, an alien can be literally anything that's alive, that's living somewhere else. It doesn't have to be an intelligent being. It could just be like a microscopic organism on another planet. Not necessarily a full, like, not humanoid, but fully developed organism like us. But that situation freaked me out. And still to this day, I still don't really know if I believe that there are aliens here. I think it's pretty unlikely that if there are aliens that they would be here in the first place. But I don't really have an explanation to what that was. And I mean, I have a witness. This isn't a fake story. It's just crazy. Like, no one ever believes me. But it's crazy because it made no sound. And it could move any direction it wanted to. It didn't have to, like, turn. It could just, like, kind of just... I don't know how to explain that. And it was pretty fast when it wanted to be. And I mean, I do live near a military base too. So maybe it was a drone of some kind that they were testing. But when I look up what drones look like, they look like airplanes. But I mean, I don't know a whole lot about drones either. But it's just a really fascinating story. There's not a lot to it. We didn't see any beams or like they didn't come down. We didn't see it land or anything like that. I don't even know if it landed when it went under the tree line because it was so far away. Maybe it was just going so far to the point where we couldn't see it anymore. But the trees were in the way, so I don't know. Maybe it did land, maybe it didn't. I don't know. And that's the only alien-like experience I've ever had. But then again, most people don't have any at all. And I actually saw this with my own two eyes. And I was so young, like, I don't know. But, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have ever seen anything that is, unexplainable like that. If you even believe me. But yeah, I would really like to hear if any of you guys have ever seen anything like that, or if you have any explanation to what that could have been. Because to my knowledge, I don't think humans make anything that looks like that. We don't put lights on the bottom of airplanes, just on the bottom. There's lights in many different places, on the wings, on the front, or multiple different places. We don't just put them on the bottom. Like, and we don't make airplanes or aircraft that look like domes. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, if you like the story or you want to hear other weird, freaky stories like this, just let me know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.